Vanakkam. Welcome to another edition of Indulge Auto. And today I'm trying to match my shirt to my car. Not really. Actually, what we have for you today is BYD. Yes, BYD's eMAX 7. The new 7 replaces the 6. The 6, in fact, if you remember, was the first BYD vehicle that came to India and it had met some kind of success. I wouldn't say too much in a segment that's dominated by the likes of the Innova. But yes, purely electric, pure exhilaration, pure joy. And, that vehicle, although not that tremendously popular because of the way it was, but this was something that a lot of people liked because electrics were just starting. Today, the eMAX 7, which replaces the E6, is leagues ahead of that car. The company has made a lot of improvements to it. They have added a whole lot of new features. They listen to people. And this is what companies like BYD are like. I mean, they are progressive. They listen to feedback. And they have introduced the eMAX 7, which is, as I keep saying repeatedly, is a huge improvement on the E6. What exactly are those improvements and how does it drive? Are the features that we're going to look at right now. So stick with us as we bring to you the BYD eMAX 7. So while looking at the front, a couple of things that immediately stand out is I like this chrome treatment, not too much of it, just the right amount. I mean, I like a little bit of bling, but sometimes some manufacturers overdo it. I think this is quite acceptable, if I may put it that way. I like the front spoiler also. If you can see over here, there is this block which is for the ADAS system, the radar monitors. You also have a camera right on top again as part of the ADAS. This is the normal 360 part of the 360-degree camera, forward-looking camera. A nice brushed satin aluminum kind of finish, which simply says BYD over here. And if you look at the sides, of course, the daytime running lights. Now you have full LED headlights over here. Some of the most salient features of the car as we move along, you'll see it now has full LED headlamps, what we call LED technology headlamps right here. Then this, of course, there is a NFC center here. So if you have an NFC card, you can just tap it here and shoot. Of course, you have the camera here for the 360 part. Moving along, very clean, classic lines. If you move around the car, then of course, I like the way the windows are. They're quite large doors. Getting in and out is easy. No wonder it says space. Of course, over here you have a charging port, where in a conventional vehicle you would have a filling area. You can charge the car through here with fast chargers or normal home wall chargers. And of course, the lights at the back. If you see the lights here, they're again LED. They are connected at night when we light them up. They are connected totally from one end to the other. There's the camera here again for the reverse camera as well as part of 360 parking sensors. And you have the BYD eMAX 7 moniker here. You also have an EV moniker here. Now let us open the boot and see how the boot is spaced. So in the boot, as I said, it's got a power tailgate, which we can open from here. As the boot opens, you see this particular version is a 6-seater version with captain chairs in the middle, which we will come to in a bit. And over here, you have space for 2 people at the back. Now, if you want to increase the boot space and you're not carrying so many extra people, all you need to do is pull these tabs and you can lower the seat. So suddenly, you've got a whole lot of space here for your luggage. Otherwise, with the 2 people sitting here, you'll see there are cup holders here, there are speakers here. So yeah, all in all, a very practical boot. Again, particularly low floor, and I think it has enough storage area. Over here, of course, you have a little space for, there's an air compressor for the tires, your warning triangle, etc. So yeah, small things, good detailing. Overall, a very clean boot, and I think one that takes quite a large amount of luggage. if four people are traveling, pardon me. And again, with the two optional seats up, you still have a decent amount of luggage space left. Now let's take a look at the interiors and see what they say. On the insides, the front at least is quite comfortable and functional. I like this sort of a brushed finish, you know. It looks hardy, it looks elegant, and the overall interior theme is quite nice. I like this color of upholstery as well. Leatherette, as you can see, and perforated today. That's the big thing. These seats are, by the way, ventilated, so you can really have some nice cooling here on very hot days. Of course, now in all these cars, six airbags, the standards of safety is taken care of as well. Over here, it's a very plain and simple console. I like the fact that you have a volume button here for your media. You also have some ADAS controls here. You have an automatic parking brake, levels of regeneration. You have whether you want comfortable, eco, or sporty modes to drive in. I love this gear selector. You know, I love the way it comes to hand like this. I think it's really cool. And you have a very nice wireless charger here. So this is a normal place to keep a phone. Now, if I wanted to charge my phone, all I do is I place it here and it starts charging and you get a charging indicator on the center console. I really like that. The best part is, you know, you can see this in portrait as well as landscape mode. Now, if I was, right now it's in landscape, but if I was to press a button here as well, as you can see, it rotates and you suddenly have a portrait mode here. Of course, this doesn't work when you're running it on Apple CarPlay or Android Auto because they don't support this kind of an orientation. But outside that, I think this is a great feature, especially when you're using maps and stuff. Uh, it's a very handy feature in my opinion. But of course, one thing I must mention here that the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both wireless. So that is one good thing that is increasingly I'm finding that it's better not to use wires. Wireless opens up a whole new dimension. Now let's come to the steering wheel. It's flat bottomed again, very good for people like me. You have your button for 360-degree camera operation, which shows you around the car. And of course, as I said, there's a button for the orientation of the screen. You also have the intelligent cruise control here. So since this car has ADAS, it automatically maintains the distance with the vehicle in front of you and it can do intelligent things. You can set the distance also between the two cars and things like that. Very advanced. You have your controls for your wireless telephone, of course, here, and your display. So you have two semi-analog dials here. These analog dials, basically what they do is one gives you the speed, the other gives you how much, of battery power in kilowatt you're using at any point in time. And there is a multicolor display right in the middle, which gives you a host of other information like distance traveled and, your battery state and how much charge you have left and your trip meters and all of those gigaws. Uh, One thing which struck a little funny to me is for some reason the interior rear view mirror is a manual one. You have to toggle this manually. I, for God's sake, have no reason to know why. Inside you have these mirrors with a light in between, which is pretty cool. You also get a place to keep an additional pair of glasses or sunglasses as you want. And of course, you have this huge, can I call it a sunroof? I don't think so because you see, it really does not open. What it is, it's a fixed glass, which gives you a great view of the outside. It's really big. It goes back almost to the third row. I mean, that's how big it is. But it's not really a sunroof, huh? It's a fixed pane roof. You can cover it up, of course. But now this is as far as the front is concerned. Of course, we must now sit in the back and see how comfortable it is. As I said, space is a great proposition here because above all other things, because it's an electric, the rear spacing is flat. So there's enough space to put your feet and sit in style. I like the scooped out backs. I like the fact that there is one big magazine pocket and there are smaller pockets where you can keep your mobiles and similar devices. You have separate air conditioning vents at the back. They can be operated from right here. So up to 4 speeds of operation are here. There's a little bit of space here. Again, a USB-C fast charger and a USB-A charger. And the car never, lets you forget its branding because it says build your dreams here. There's a lot of branding all around. But what is good also is the look of the front fascia is carried on to the sides. These, in my opinion, these look really cool. And I like the little chrome surrounds on the power window switches and all. You have a map light here, which is pretty cool. The major change that has come about here is that this version now can be had with 6 seats, and captain seats at the back make this car particularly comfortable. Of course, you can flip and tumble these to get it. You can flip these and move the seats forward to get into the third row, which because of my dimensions, I don't think I will try at this point. But overall comfort, I find is very good. I love captain seats at the back because I think they're much more comfortable than bench seats, although you do give up the space for one person. But again, as I always maintain, these cars are not really meant for three people to be sitting abreast at the back. Two are comfortable. So I think, yeah, this is one space where I am very comfortable. The seats are very nice. And I think, yes, for long journeys, I wouldn't mind something like this. And of course, with this huge panoramic glass here, gives a nice light and very airy feeling. So overall, yeah, I think the back is quite comfortable. Should we take a look at the engine specs then? As far as propulsion is concerned, I'm so used to saying engine, engine, engine that I forget it's an electric car and it has a motor. So basically, what you have here is nearly 200 bhp of power and 320 newton meters of torque. I love the fact that it is supported on struts and you don't have to struggle to get something to pop it up. But yeah, this is good. Now you're hearing a slight hum behind me. It's not of the motor, but it is actually the air conditioning compressor which is turning and creating this sound. Otherwise, the car is silent. Now, you will see that it has a lot of crash zone thing here when you look at it. The interesting part is that many companies utilize the space to put in a utility box, which hardly holds anything, but yeah, it sort of covers up this area and makes it more useful, but that's okay, I guess. So, two batteries. There's a starting battery, and of course there's a main propulsion battery. Now let me say that the Blade technology battery that BYD uses is considered one of the best in the world. A lot of other manufacturers have licensed this technology as well, and it is considered one of the safest batteries to have. This particular vehicle comes in two types. You have a superior version as well, and it comes with two types of batteries. There's a 55 kilowatt hour battery, there's a 71 kilowatt hour battery. Uh, both give a range between, the smaller one will do about 400 odd kilometers. The bigger one will do 525, 30. Also, the sprint, the bigger battery sort of gives you a better sprint time also. The company claims 8.1 seconds for the bigger one and 10.1 for 8.7, I'm sorry, for the bigger one and 10.1 for the smaller one. But whatever, it's still quite fast. And both of them can be had in either 6 or 7-seater versions. So yes, two types of batteries, two types of versions, 6 and 7-seater. Choice is yours. But as I keep on saying, the proof of the pie is in eating it. So, hey, let's take a test drive and see how good it actually is to drive and whether you enjoy it being an electric car. So, right now, while driving the eMAX 7, the first thing that comes to my mind is what a super smooth vehicle it is. I mean, this is the one advantage that electric cars have over conventional vehicles. I mean, the smoothness. The only noise I'm hearing is actually tire noise. Now, automobile freaks may say that, hey, we like to hear the engine, but that's not true. I mean, you hear this beep at the back because I've effortlessly crossed 80 and I don't even know it. But that's the main thing about an electric vehicle, the user friendliness, the comfort, the smoothness, all these factors make it a great vehicle. And this particular one, as I was mentioning earlier, it has almost 200 bhp and more than 320 newton meters of torque. That makes it a very nice, very drivable vehicle. And you got a fabulous range. I mean, this battery, once fully charged, the company claims, of course, 520, 530 for the top 71.8 kilowatt battery. But I would say you're looking at a realistic range of about 420 to 450 kilometers, depending on how you drive. And for that, I think it is a fabulous thing. And just imagine, charging it is cheaper than filling it with petrol or diesel or any other fuel. And when you can do it at home, what could be better? So yes, this car has incredible features. It's got very good seating. and it makes a worthy addition to your family because even driving it is such a pleasure and such smoothness. So there you have it, folks. It's been an incredible journey. We showed you the internals, the externals. We drove the car and all. And I think that overall, the value of a car is also in its pricing and what you pay for it. So this car, as I said, it's available in two battery versions, a 55 kilowatt and a 71.8 kilowatt, 6 and 7 seater options. So it starts at about 26.9 lakhs, goes up to 29.9. These prices are ex-showroom, mind you. At that price, I think this is good value for money. I personally think that it has all the features that you're looking for in a family vehicle. And if you are looking to use it as a retail fleet, then also I think it gives you a certain value for your money. And as a family car, of course, as I said, it makes great sense. And there have been some speculations about BYD, but let me tell you, BYD is a leader in battery technology. Their blade battery, as we had mentioned earlier in our introduction, is used by several other car manufacturers. So yeah, overall, it's a great value proposition. I would give this car an 8 out of 10. It's a solid thing to do if you're adding to your garage. And like always, as I keep telling you, I hope you like watching our videos. Please subscribe. Please comment. We will be bringing you a very nice family car again, which is going through a complete rejuvenation, but I shall not take a name now. Watch the space. And as I say, follow us on social media. And we look forward to seeing you soon next time. Buckle up. Stay safe.